and welcome back to Jordan Uncorked. I'm Maggie Cruz.
And I'm John Duckett.
And today's special episode was a request by, well, us.
Yep.
It's harvest time, and after a long day of crushing grapes and tasting juice and drinking wine, you don't want wine. You want a cold, refreshing beer. So today we're at Hen House Brewery in Santa Rosa.
We're joined by our friend Scott Goyne of Hen House, and he's going to kind of take us through the beers, and we're going to taste along with him and have some fun when we're not drinking
Lucky
wine at the
us.
winery. So,
Cheers.
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 So Scott, what are we going to be drinking first? So we've got two beers here, both look the same.
They do look the same, but they're very different beers. Today we have our Hen House Saison, a French farmhouse ale, and then we have our Stoked beer, which is a single hop pale ale. Each time we brew Stoked, we showcase a different hop. This one's Simcoe.
Yeah, it's pungent. I mean, it's definitely a hoppy beer. Yeah, you get kind of that nice citrus, kind of tangerine or orange, and then but some good like piney resinous to it. It's a good beer. Simcoe, I'm a brewer, home brewer, not a professional, but Simcoe is one of my favorite hops. Works well with a lot of different things, blends well, and 100%. That's nice.
Indeed, there's a reason why Simcoe is so popular.
Yeah,
I mean, this is it right
it
here.
comes across definitely.
But it's not really overly bitter on the palate. It's really
No,
smooth.
bitterness is
Yeah.
good. Yeah, there's just a lot of that good flavor and aroma that you get from that Simcoe hop. There's almost kind of like an orange peel on the finish. It's kind of a cool little finish on that. It's a good beer.
So I'm not typically really a big hoppy beer drinker, but this one's really nice. It's nicely integrated. You smell the hops, but it's not knocking you in the face. And then on the palate, it's not bitter. It's really nicely integrated, smooth, refreshing, nice and crisp. I really enjoyed this beer.
Yeah, crisp especially. That's one thing I love is a nice dry beer. A little bit of sweetness. It just kind of cloys it up, and it's just you lose the hops. You lose that flavor of the hops. So this is good. It's clean. It's all about Simcoe and the hops. So nailed it. It's a great beer. Really, really good.
Thank you. This is one of our more popular sessionable pale ales, and we can this beer as well, and it's a crusher.
And so, Scott, our second beer is the Saison, and I think this is kind of your flagship beer, the big beer that you guys brew. So kind of take us through this guy.
Yes, sir. The Saison, we've been brewing this beer the longest. It's a French farmhouse ale. Saisons is a style of beer that comes from the region of northern France and southern Belgium, and they were called farmhouse ales because farmhouses would brew the beers and use them as a form of sustenance for the workers. So it's a true beer for the worker, and it's an appropriate beer to celebrate the endeavors of the winemaking for sure.
Cheers to that.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this beer is pretty much an expression of the yeast and how we treat it. We let it get really warm in the fermentation, and we pair the characters of the yeast with a little bit of black pepper and coriander and some Cascade hops for a subtle grapefruit aroma, but this beer is pretty much the yeast and how we treat it.
Yeah, these beers might look the same, but yeah, totally different between the Stoked and the
Night and day.
Saison.
For sure.
Saison, you definitely get more of that yeasty character. It's good, really good.
Yeah, the Saison is a lesser known style of beer, and really it's a tricky one because the style of Saison is a wide style range. So really when you hear of a Saison, you need to ask what kind of Saison is it? Because they can be light,
interesting.
heavy, dark. Some of them are sour. Oftentimes they were brewed with spices. They were oftentimes brewed with what the farmhouse had in excess. So sometimes with different grains, lots of wheat or rye. So
It's like the wine industry. It's a true house style kind of thing.
yeah.
You can really
So
do
this
what
is
you
kinda
want.
like
with it.
whatever was around
interesting.
you're brewing
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
Yeah.
We're kind of known for our Saisons. We brew multiple Saisons. We have the Paid Vacation, a hoppy Saison. We have the we have the Honest Day's Work, which is a red rye Saison. We do a Hard Day's Pay, which is a tart wheat Saison. So we have fun with it. We really have fun
For
brewing.
sure.
And
That's awesome. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Jordan Uncorked. Thanks to Scott for joining us to taste these delicious beers. It's been a lot of fun, and getting away from the winery during harvest is always a treat, so having these beers is something special. So if you want to come with us, we're going to take a quick tour. Otherwise, leave your comments as usual, and we'll get to them as we can and try some other vintages in the future. Until then, we'll see you after harvest. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks, Scott.
my pleasure.